Hello, my name's Kayla, the Cinnamon the Score Bunny, and today we're going to talk about how multiplayer will work in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Multiplayer was confirmed in the most recent trailer by this generation's science guy when he said that we're going to be able to play with 4 other players. While the trailer doesn't directly say a lot about multiplayer, it does confirm 4 different things as well as hint at a whole bunch of other stuff. First things first, we know that 4 people are able to play together on separate switches. We know this isn't going to be a same switch functionality like Let's Go because A, we have 4 people and that would only be 2. B, the characters shown in the trailer all have custom looks. And C, in the first trailer, we were actually shown 4 switches on this little table thing, which was a huge hint at multiplayer that I think we all kind of missed. Speaking of character customization, all of the player characters in this shot are able to wear their own unique clothes, and they're actually visible for the other people playing. We also see that in addition to having following Pokemon in single player, we are going to be able to have following Pokemon when doing multiplayer. That means that whatever Pokemon you catch in Scarlet and Violet, you can actually kind of show off to your friends. I'm really hoping that Pokemon that we catch that are shiny will actually look shiny, and if there are size variations as well, like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, this is just gonna be really cool. The trailer shows that we'll have some way to interact with each other because it shows waving multiple times. However, this could be just an automated reaction when your character walks up to other characters, they might just wave. I'm thinking that this might be more like Pokemon Legends Arceus though, where we have a few different interact options. For those of you who haven't played PLA, we were able to throw our Pokemon out and do a couple of different reactions with them that they would actually respond to. Also, Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus could even respond to each other. I'm really hoping that we'll be able to do some of these interact features with our Pokemon as well. And that Pokemon will be able to respond to each other, but based on what we saw in the trailer, I think that one is less likely. For example, these Pokemon are kind of hanging out, but they're not really interacting. I mean, maybe they're just not close enough, or it could just be a single player feature, but it seems like Pokemon interacting with each other might not be a thing in these games. The 4th thing that's confirmed by this trailer is that we can explore wherever we want in the region when we are doing multiplayer. This is different from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you had to stay very close to the other person you were playing with. It was super annoying that you couldn't go off and explore on your own, so I'm really glad we have that freedom in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see our friends on whatever serves as the region map, so that if somebody finds something really cool, we're able to easily meet up with them. So those are the features confirmed by the trailer, but it also hints at some other things as well. Because these characters meet up and then it shows the trading animation, it's highly suggesting that we're going to be able to trade when we're in this multiplayer mode. We haven't seen any battling in multiplayer yet, but since we're able to trade, I think it's very likely that we'll be able to battle as well. Another thing about this trading animation is that it's shown within the context of the overworld. It's not some generic trade animation. We actually see what the trade looks like within the context of where we are. For example, in this scene, we see the snowy mountains all around the Pokeball that's being traded. What's fascinating to me is that there's no trading machine shown. It actually seems like it's a function of the Pokeball to be able to allow a trade to happen. This is important in terms of lore for a couple of reasons. In the Delta episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was confirmed that in order to trade between games, you needed a link cable. This device uses infinity energy to open up an ultra wormhole between the 2 universes, because every copy of every Pokemon game technically exists in a separate universe. Highly recommend that you watch my Pokemon Multiverse Explained series if that was confusing. Anyways, since ultra wormholes usually open up high above ground, though not always, it seems like this new form of Pokeball now has the ability to open up an ultra wormhole on its own. This kind of makes sense because the thing that's required to open up an ultra wormhole is infinity energy, and Pokeballs are already confirmed to contain infinity energy anyways. Moving on, a common question that people have about multiplayer is how will spawns work? While it would be really cool for everybody to see the same spawns, I don't think that's likely for a couple of reasons. One reason is version exclusives. They're definitely going to want connectivity between Scarlet and Violet. What Pokemon would spawn if it's a version exclusive? It could just be that one person's game serves as sort of like the host, and so everybody sees their spawn based on that game. but I think this is less likely. While that would be super cool, it kind of does away with the point of trading. Additionally, I think it's more likely that we're gonna have separate but similar spawns, kind of like in Sword and Shield and Pokemon Go. For example, the Smoliv in my game might spawn in the same spot as the Smoliv in your game, but your Smoliv might be shiny. This leads to another question though. What will it look like when we're playing multiplayer and we're in a battle? Like, are we gonna be able to walk up and kind of observe, or is the other person just gonna be awkwardly standing there? And if they're battling another trainer, can we join in? We saw very little about how battles will work in multiplayer. I'm assuming that we're gonna be able to battle with each other, though I don't know exactly what those options will look like. I think it would be very cool if we were able to team up with at least one of the people that we're playing with to take on NPCs, so long as they don't make the NPCs as weak as they are when you have one person. Like, you need to make them stronger and have more Pokemon if it's gonna be a double battle. We're looking at you, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Of course, if we're able to battle NPCs together, does this mean we're also going to be able to progress the story when we're in multiplayer mode? Like, could we team up to take on a gym leader even? I have a feeling we're not gonna be able to progress the story when we're in multiplayer mode. I think it's gonna be more like Animal Crossing New Horizons, where when you have people on your island, you're not able to take certain actions that would like adjust the actual format of the island. I mean, it would be really cool if we were able to do stuff like that, but considering we have multiple people, unless we're choosing a host, it's just gonna get really complicated. So I have a feeling the story type of things will be sort of kind of locked when we're playing multiplayer. So yeah, those are all my thoughts so far about multiplayer in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If this video made you think, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video around with your friends. Bye!